Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Rulla Alani, and as you guys know, I talk about online dating on my channel a lot. Now, I completely understand that many people are opposed to online dating, and a lot of people think it's unsafe. A lot of people think that, there are people on there who are lying about their information, who are catfishing people. And while I do agree on all of those things, I think that at the end of the day, it comes down to you doing your own due diligence, and it also comes down to which app you decide to choose. I truly believe that there are some dating apps that are doing their part to make sure that people are verifying their accounts, that people are legit, and people are who they say that they are. So in this video, I am going to be sharing why you should try high quality dating apps. So the first thing I want to talk about is saving time, because in this day and age, we are all so busy. We have jobs, we have side hustles, we have friends, we have family, we have social lives. Like, so many things are going on, and that doesn't even include, our hobbies and our passions and things we're interested about. So nowadays, love kind of takes the back seat, and that's what I've noticed with a lot of people, is that they don't really have time for it. And I hear a lot of single people complain that they'd love to meet someone, they just don't really want to invest the time to go dating and to go out and to try to, run into people and meet people the natural way in person. And my advice to them is join a dating app, because you can save so much time. You create your profile, you post your pictures, and then it's as if your profile is out there doing the fishing for you. Now, I'm not saying that there's no effort or action involved on your behalf. There is, but at least your profile is out there, and at least you can be receiving messages while you are at work, while you're at school, while you're doing your day-to-day activities. The other great thing is you're able to compare your options. So once you start receiving messages, or maybe you're swiping, you're able to see what's out there, right? You don't have to go to every restaurant and every bar in your city to figure out, what are my options? What kind of guys or females are out there that I'm looking for, right? You can just go online and scroll through your options. Now, some people find that this isn't a positive, right? They're like, oh my God, there's so much competition. Nowadays, people are just comparing to see who's best. I actually look at it the opposite way. I think it's a blessing that we have tools such as dating apps that allow us to sift through matches and see who's right for us, because we're basically able to check so many different dating profiles, more people than we could ever truly meet in person. So I really love that dating apps allow you to explore your options without even leaving your home. It makes it so easy, and it actually makes it safer, because you don't really need to commit to seeing anyone, right? You're just viewing their profile. Now, the other great thing is you are not limited by your geographic location. So most high quality dating apps allow your search to go basically endless. You can meet people in different cities, in different states, even in different countries. Some people are very adamant about meeting someone in their own city, in their own town, but I encourage you to just make your search more open-ended, because you have no idea. Maybe there's someone who lives half of the year in California and half of the year in Texas, right? Like, you would never meet that person from Texas, but perhaps you could meet them on a dating app. Maybe you're on a dating app and you see someone who lives in Spain or who lives in a different country, and then you end up traveling to that country in your study abroad program, right? You never know. So I really like that dating apps allow you to not only compare your options in a shorter amount of time, but they give you access to people who are all over the world. And this really broadens your horizon, because you're not limited by your geographic location. A lot of people message me who live in really small towns. It might be like a rural countryside, or, the middle of Africa. And they tell me it's really hard to find people at school or at the market or at the restaurants, at the bars. And I'm like, yeah, that's exactly why you should online date, because you can meet people in nearby cities who may potentially be willing to fly out to see you on a date, obviously in a safe manner, like meeting them in a public place only after you have established a friendship through communicating and all of those things. But I really just like that dating apps really break the boundaries and limits when it comes to location, because you are able to basically define your search. A lot of dating apps allow you to actually put in exactly how many miles away you are willing to meet someone. So you can put like a 50-mile radius or a 100-mile radius. So this really comes in handy if you want to be specific in exactly how far away your match is to you. Another thing that I love about dating apps is you are not committed to go on a date with anyone, right? Like, when you meet someone in person, it is a spur of the moment. They may ask for your phone number. Maybe you're not ready to give it to them. And you really need to decide on a whim whether you're interested in someone, whether you can see yourself going on a date with them. And it's a lot of pressure. So what I love about dating apps is that you are able to communicate with people in a friendly manner, just getting to know them, just building a friendship, and you don't need to commit to a date with anyone that you are not interested in. It makes it a lot easier when you are just messaging them, or maybe you have exchanged numbers. Remember, you can at any time block someone if you are uninterested. So I really like that dating apps allow you to talk to people without having that certainty that you must go on a date with them, without having that pressure that you must take the next step in getting their phone number or meeting them face to face in person. This goes hand in hand with not having to go on a date. Well, you can connect with like-minded individuals. Dating profiles allow you to see what that person's all about. Where did they go to college? What kind of career are they involved in? What are their hobbies? What are their interests? What's their age? And so you're able to decide, is this person up my alley before you even start a conversation? Now, if you're at a bar and someone comes up to you, you have literally no idea who that person is, if what they're saying is true. So it's kind of interesting to me how people think dating apps are so unsafe and so taboo, when the same fears exist in person. Like, people can lie just as easily in person as they can on their dating app. Now, what I love about high quality dating apps are there is a verification process. So if you're someone who is very, doubtful about online dating, or you want to be safe, which I recommend to everyone, then only go on a date with someone who's been verified. And that means that they've had to send in their identification. They've had to send in like a license or a passport to actually verify their name, their picture, and their information. So this is really, really nice because it builds credibility. It makes you feel safe, right? You're not just chatting with a stranger. You actually know that this person is who they say that they are. So that is just an added extra measure of safety that high quality dating apps have that a lot of the other ones don't. Like, I do not believe Tinder or Bumble or Plenty of Fish really have these verification processes. Maybe they do. I could be mistaken. I personally have never used them, so I'm not sure. But I know that the high quality apps, they really take the time to make sure that the people joining are high quality, make sure that they are not lying, make sure that they're actual people who have, jobs and lives and things going for themselves. So that is another reason why I really love high quality dating apps. Another great thing about dating apps is you get to choose how you present yourself. So maybe you are going to Whole Foods and you run into someone who is a potential and you are just, not looking your best. Maybe you just got out of the gym. Maybe you're all sweaty in leggings, right? The great thing about dating profiles is you can put up your best pictures. You can put up pictures of your hair straight, of your hair curly, of you, you know, in a professional setting, of you going out, a portrait shot, a body shot. You can put different photos out there and you can express exactly who it is that you are in your profile and in the section that is all about your match. So this is great because you are in control. You are able to present yourself and create basically a brand image of who you want to portray. Now, obviously, there are some people who lie or present themselves in a way that is not accurate, that does not really depict them, and obviously that's horrible. But the nice thing is that when someone's reading your profile or seeing your pictures, it's much easier to get a grasp or a feel of, this person seems like interesting. They seem like someone I'd like to go out with. When you just meet someone randomly, like at the restaurant, at a bar, at the gym, at a market, it's much harder to put your finger on whether or not you want to share your phone number, you want to go on a date. So dating profiles really allow you to express yourself, and I highly encourage you to do that, to talk about yourself in a way that is accurate so that you're actually attracting people who are like-minded, who are interested in those things, and who really vibe with you. If you say that you're looking for a serious relationship, then obviously most of the people sending you messages are going to be in line with that. If you say that you're just looking for something casual, then people are probably going to respond in that way. So it's nice because you're able to communicate exactly what it is, not only that you are and that you represent, but what you're looking for. So this makes it a lot easier because I know people have trouble saying those things face to face, right? Like a lot of us, maybe we meet someone when we're out and we are shy to say that, yeah, we're looking for a relationship, or, you know, we just got out of a relationship. We just want to take things slow. So sometimes it's hard to express those things, especially face to face when we've just met someone or it's just the first few dates. So dating profiles really kind of take that pressure off, and they allow you to put those things in your profile rather than having to message them to every single person you talk to. Obviously, one of the best parts of dating apps is you're actually taking action. There are so many people out there who are dying for a partner, who are dying to start a family, and they just don't have a dating app. And I'm just like, you know, you are limiting yourself by like 80% of the people you could potentially meet. We're only going to meet so many people in our day-to-day interactions, especially like after you graduate college. You don't really meet as many people because think about it. The only really place you're going to meet someone is through your friends, at your job, and at an activity, right? Whether that's the gym or running errands, and those things kind of happen far and few in between. So if you are past your college days, you're past the days where you're actually going out and doing things every weekend and meeting new people, and you're looking for love, it's time that you join a dating app. Like, you are actually taking the reins and not just waiting for someone to show up at your door, because a lot of people do that. There's all these like cheesy sayings, honestly, that make us so lazy and that kind of like takes the control out of our hands. Like, a lot of people just say like, it'll happen when it happens. If I'm meant to meet someone, I'm gonna meet them. Like, there's all these sayings that are really just stopping us from taking action. And I think that that's disempowering. I think that we should all take our life in our own hands. Don't get me wrong, like, I do believe that God is the one who co-creates with us, and God is the one who controls our destiny and our fate. That is my personal opinion. But at the end of the day, we need to be taking action. We need to be putting effort in. And unfortunately, things don't always happen in an easy way. Things don't always happen face to face. Things don't always happen the way we think they will, right? I know that when I was younger, my mom always told me, like, I'm sure you're gonna find your sweetheart when you go to high school. And then I didn't. And then she was like, I'm sure you're gonna meet your sweetheart in college. and it didn't. So, I wished for it to happen, and I might have been with people at the time, but it didn't last. And so just because those things didn't happen for me, it doesn't mean that I just gave up and I lost hope. I mean, it was tough, and there were times where I literally thought like, man, when am I going to meet someone? Where am I going to meet someone? But that is exactly why you get on a dating app, because it increases your chances of finding love. And if you are actually interested in finding love, then you better be doing something on a day-to-day basis that's helping you. And if you're not actually going out there and talking to people and connecting with people and networking, well, then your best bet is to be active on a dating app. And for that matter, if you're single and if you're really serious about it, get on a few of them, as long as you are in it with a solid intention, then I think it's perfectly fine to have several dating apps going at the same time. Another thing that is just great about dating apps is it is literally built for shy people and introverts, and it makes life a lot easier for them. Now, I myself am far from being an introvert. I mean, there are few days here and there where I just want to be in my shell, but I'm a pretty social butterfly. So that's not really an issue for me, but for some people, it is really tough to meet people in person, to talk to people, and especially to approach people. I know a lot of men feel pressure to approach a woman, and I totally stand with them. I can't even imagine how tough it is to figure out, what do I say? Does that sound too cheesy? Does that sound too serious? Because they're trying to grab your attention with this first impression, and it's tough. And a lot of us women tend to be very deflective and, just kind of passive. We might just walk away and not even respond to someone, which is really rude, but we've all done it before. So I really believe that online dating, it makes the process equal for everyone, right? Because extroverts and introverts have an equal chance of success. It's much easier to send a message and to get rejected, right? If they don't respond, well, that's easier than walking up to someone and then just walking you by, right? So I believe that online dating makes rejection a lot easier to deal with, because you're just sending a message, you're just swiping. It's not a big deal if someone is not interested. It's not a big deal if someone doesn't respond, and you can handle it in a much easier and positive way. So I really recommend online dating apps, especially for those introverts who feel like they're really not socializing enough. They're having trouble approaching people. They really don't want to face rejection face to face, because I know it's just a fearful place to be. So get on a dating app, shoot your shot. You have nothing to lose. That basically wraps up today's video. I could go on and on why I recommend online dating apps, especially high quality ones. At the end of the day, obviously the choice is yours. You can do whatever it is you want with this information, but just remember, if you are truly looking for someone out there and you are not doing something every single day to get closer to that goal, you are the one holding yourself back. Someone isn't just going to land at your front door. I mean, it might happen, but there's a very low chance of it. So it just makes sense to go out there, not even to go out there. You can do it from your own home. Set up a dating profile and just see how it goes. You really have nothing to lose. So that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to comment down below what you think about dating apps. Do you like them? If not, why? Share your opinion, share your thoughts. I'd love to hear them. And make sure to subscribe if you have not already. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and I will see you all very soon. Mwah.